In Dota 2, there are heroes who are feared because of their massive damage. There are heroes who are hated for their endless crowd control, and then there's Abaddon, a hero who, with the press of a single button, can put an end to a perfectly executed enemy teamfight. Imagine this situation. You've caught the enemy carry, used all your abilities, and victory already seems inevitable. But at the last moment, a green shield appears, the control is gone, the carry survives, and a few seconds later, it's your team that's forced to retreat. It's for moments like these that Abaddon is loved by allies and hated by enemies at the same time. Today we'll break down exactly who Abaddon is, why he's almost impossible to kill, which specific abilities make him one of the best supports in Dota 2, which items you should build, who he lanes best with, and which heroes he is most effective against. Let's get started. Abaddon's first ability allows him to deal damage to an enemy or heal an ally. When using this ability, Abaddon sacrifices a portion of his own health. At first glance, this might seem like a bad trade, but in reality, a support's health is much less valuable than your carry's life. An effective and skilled Abaddon is always making use of his first skill to keep allies in lane, win trades, and help them get their key items faster. Furthermore, a well-timed use of Abaddon's second skill can thoroughly disrupt and break up the enemy's combo. That's why a good Abaddon always keeps a close eye on his allies and anticipates in advance who will be targeted next. Abaddon's third ability makes him useful even without expensive items. After a few hits, the target is slowed and allies start attacking faster. During prolonged fights, this gives the whole team a huge advantage. The ultimate is the hero's main ability. When health drops to a critical level, all incoming damage is converted into healing. Thanks to this, Abaddon can safely absorb and withstand some of the damage himself to buy valuable time for his team. That's why it is nearly impossible for the enemy to kill him in the middle of a fight. So, how do you play Abaddon correctly? His main task is to protect his team. You don't need to chase kills, and you don't need to try to become the main damage dealer. Your job is to use your abilities at the right time and not let your allies die. On the lane, constantly help your carry with your first skill, and during fights, carefully watch over your teammates. If you see that an initiation is about to happen, get your second skill ready in advance. Sometimes pressing a button at the right moment is more valuable to your team than landing a dozen successful attacks. Now, let's talk about the items that are best to build on Abaddon. The core items for Abaddon are Arcane Boots, Holy Locket, Greaves, Lotus Orb, Glimmer Cape, Force Staff, and Aghanim's Scepter. These are the items that make Abaddon as useful as possible for the team. They provide mana, enhance healing, help save allies, remove disables, and allow you to protect your team even more effectively in every fight. Who is the best lane partner for Abaddon? Abaddon pairs perfectly with heroes who need to farm safely and not worry about disables. One of the best allies is considered to be Ursa. Ursa likes prolonged trades, and Abaddon's shield allows her to keep attacking even after being disabled. The combination with Juggernaut also works extremely well. Abaddon protects Juggernaut during trades, heals him with his first skill, and allows for much more aggressive play. Other good allies include Sven, Lifestealer, Phantom Assassin, and Drow Ranger. All these heroes benefit greatly from the shield, healing, and removal of disables. So, who does Abaddon counter? Abaddon feels most comfortable against heroes who rely on disables. These include, for example, Lion, Shadow Shaman, Bane, Crystal Maiden, Jakiro, or Ogre Magi. Almost all of their combos can be ruined with a well-timed use of the second skill. But there are also some tough opponents. The most dangerous one is Ancient Apparition. His ultimate completely shuts down all forms of healing, making Abaddon's ultimate much less effective. Heroes who can very quickly burn through his mana can also create significant difficulties, because without that mana, Abaddon simply can't keep saving his allies. To wrap everything up and bring this to a conclusion, I want to say that Abaddon is a hero who doesn't win games with spectacular flashy highlight reel plays or a huge number of kills. His strength lies in something entirely different. He makes his whole team stronger, saves allies in the toughest situations, breaks enemy combos, and forces opponents to completely change their plans for the fight. That's why, even after so many years since Dota's release, Abaddon remains one of the most consistently reliable support heroes in the game. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to this channel. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next videos.